No, interestingly enough, I had graduated from boarding school, the Petty School in Hightstown, New Jersey, and before I left college and was aiming towards law school, and I decided that because my wife was a teacher, maybe I would go back and just call my old head of school and say, "Do you have a position open?" And he did, teaching history and coaching football and baseball. So I thought, well, I ought to give it a try for a year or two, and did. And after 3 months, I said to my wife, I think I've discovered what I want to do. I want to be around kids. And these were, of course, high school kids. And the upshot of that was, which I think is valuable to know, I think there are a lot of people, college graduates, especially in this time when many of them aren't getting jobs, who, if they had the chance to teach, might find what I found. I did not know that I enjoyed kids so much until I was in the classroom with them, and I thought, this is where I want to be. And I thought, well, I ought to do this for a couple of years and see if I want to do something else.
Sure.
And 40 years later, I've been in independent private school education all my life.
The dynamic between private school and public school, and the ability to be able to send your children to private school, even though public school is there, and we're paying for it anyway. I mean, how do you view that? How do you see the future of those two as well?
Well, the beauty of this country is the public and private system mirror what we find in having a system that is there, that works for a number of kids. And sometimes money's the dictate, sometimes it isn't. We hear mostly complaints about our public school systems, but they do, in my mind, a very good job of educating kids if kids want to be educated. The hard part is those who find it rather difficult or don't really want to be educated. It's a very difficult process for them to find a place. And fortunately, a lot of the independent schools, or private schools, have scholarship.
Right.
Financial aid is a better word for it. If you have a financial need, there's a way of going about it. So that's been the way I think our systems have helped each other out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you looked at the two systems, it very much mirrors our American capitalist system.
Right.
And
it's been there for a long time.
And the one thing I learned probably too late in life, as my wife would tell you, that the maternal instinct is alive and well. Not that us guys don't have a large part in it, but every mother sees their child's survival as survival after they're on this earth. And once you figure that out, you understand why the independent schools have that. And if a mother's honest with herself, she'll say to herself, I'd really like one of those private school educations if I could help it.
Right.
If they're beset by a whole other issues in life, and money's certainly one of them,
sure.
It's hard to do. But you'll see some parents, probably on the island here, who have what you would call jobs that, how could they afford a school like this, who will work 14 hours a day to make sure their child gets that education.
Right.
And there's an appreciation for it. So that's how we fit the niche. But I have all the respect in the world for my public school brethren, and many of my friends are public school teachers, and we have these conversations all the time. I just wish that somehow in the public system you didn't have to fail first to get what you need. It's interesting, they have the services, but to get the services, you have to have some kind of big diagnosed issue. And in independent schools, you see a kid with an issue, you can address it right away, even before he falls off the cliff.